Hello guys, I wanted to make a video explaining some mechanics of the build, how it works, and some interesting interactions. Um, so what you're seeing currently is a Shrine Spark Inquisitor using Energy Blade, Spell Blade, and Battle Mage for damage scaling. It's a Shrine character, probably I said that, I'm sure. And we use the offensive powers and defensive powers of the Shrines, the ones that we generate, as you can see, like in the high, the part of the screen at the top. They give a lot of defense and a lot of offense, and even some defense translate to offense because of the scaling of the build, which is Energy Shield, Energy Blade, and Spell Blade. And the skill of choice, of course, is Spark. Spark scales with everything: action speed, cast speed, projectile speed. Um, we also use the energy shield that we get from the impenetrable train, which is I don't think I have it currently. No, I don't. So that train, this is the one in the top right, the shield that gives 300 armor, 300% armor, 300% energy, and 300% evasion. Sadly, this version is energy based. I think I will work towards a life base, combining some evasion, some energy shield, and mostly life, so we can get advantage of everything because it's a massive multiplayer. Sorry, excuse me. So, continuing. The best shrines for this build that we're using, that we use, right, are the accelerating shrine that you can see here. This is a massive shrine. It gives so much action speed. I think I can pull the numbers here. So I'm gonna pause the video a little bit and I want to show you. So first of all, there is a bug, I think, that the trains that are generated by this thing, Harmony of Purpose, are giving more effect, I believe. And reason being is that as you can see here, maybe I'm calculating something wrong, but I have the train here in this picture, right? I'm not using Headhunter or anything like that. I'm just in the respawn. You can see the portal. And this map is giving 37 max res minus, and I had in this map 38 max resistance, right? So I had 37, 38, and then I got to 87. That's like 50 max res, right? And in order to get 50, you will have to get, you are supposed to have 400% increased train effect. So the 10% gets a 5 multiplier, and then you go to 50. So I believe, this makes me believe that trains that are generated by the ascendancy are giving more effect, or there is something going on. I'm not really sure. So I will leave you guys to see if that has been your experience with the trains or whatnot. So yeah, I'm gonna get back to the video and I'm gonna keep talking some points that I have here. Sorry. So action speed, amazing for Spark. Echoing Train, amazing for Spark. That's the highest DPS. Like, it's crazy the amount of DPS you get with that. Like, you get all the Spark hitting and multiple times, even though there is a gap. Like, damage is crazy. You can kill bosses, like Fortress bosses, with 4 risk, with more life, increased life, suppress, whatever. They die, you know, and they are really, really tough, generally speaking. Impenetrable Train, as I said, defense, offense, crazy. You can see 11k energy shield, and that's the thing. This is an energy blade build, so I have base 4.2k energy shield, and for some reason I go to 11k. That's almost triple. You have to consider that energy blade cuts around 36 to 40% of your energy shield. So resistance trains, as I said, is really good as well for overcapping your res. You can get any altar, any mod in the map. So there is some honorable mentions for trains that I'm not gonna go too deep because they just exist. They have very low weight to happen, but they happen, which is Divine Shrine, which makes you immune for, in this case, I believe 20-25 seconds or something. And the Explode Shrine, which is the Gloom, is pretty crazy for clear. So how do we get these numbers of defense, offense, and whatnot? Well, you have to use the ghoul, the helmet. I will show the POV after this map. By the way, this is an Abyss map with four risk scarabs and the edifice for farming currency T17s. Um, so yeah, we have around 150% shrine effects from the gear, and then you have 50% from the atlas. Um, there's two tattoos that are crazy for the build. One being the 40% global defenses. We scale global defenses scale or energy shield, which is pretty good, and the buff lasts 30% longer. This is everyone knows it's really crazy for Headhunter. By the way, you can use Headhunter on this build if you want. It's just I think this build is fine with Mage Build. But Headhunter works 100%. You get even more tankier. You can do even more damage. The setup for me, my flasks are very lazy. I just had some armor, some grit to get more consistency, and then anti-reflect and whatnot. So guys, that being said, the purpose of the build again is to scale shrine effect, use our self-generated shrines. As you can see in this map, I'm having one, I have 2, 3, 4 shrines, and you can get more, by the way. They don't show. So this is the craziest shrine, okay? This is the echoing shrine. This makes no sense. Like the damage and the clear, especially with Spark, that teach you have pretty low damage, right? You delete everything. I was doing Cascade Legion with Risk Scarabs and more mods, and you can clear them okay. It's not great, but you know the damage is there, right? So this is some build focused on T17s, doing risk and whatnot. You can do Ubers if you want, you will die because the build has defense, they scale over time, right? There's Ubers that are very easy, others are really hard. I know, for example, Uber Elder is really easy in terms of damage, like you delete Uber Elder, but if you get hit by one stuff, you die, right? Well guys, this has been the Shrine Sparker. If anyone has played something like this, I played this before. Some people might have seen my video. I played Shiftan original scene Sparker with shrines as well, and it's pretty cool. We don't have we can use different weapons now, which is like really neat. And I plan to work in a life-based character. I think I mentioned this in the beginning of the video, where I will use both evasion and some energy shield. So Inquisitor. Currently Inquisitor is a terrible choice. There's no motor choice anyway. You can go Guardian if someone has some ideas, but like we get so little damage. I will show in the POV. Sorry, I think I said I was going to finish the video or something like that, but actually I was just trying to sum everything up. So this is a very fun mapper, and oh shit, I think I'm going sideways too much, but I will get back to the other build, right? The same build, same concept, but scaling life. I think I'm going low life, maybe some Righteous Fire. You can sustain that like good easily in maps. So we use Svalin for the block chance. You know, everyone knows that Kachit is broken. You can use one one with some. You can mirror one, or you can craft one. And I think it will be way better than this version, I believe, but you need to focus it on it as well. So there's a lot of money involved and a lot of scaling, and yeah. So guys, that's the build. I will show the POV some details, and I will show that some calculation of damage that POV is doing. I'm not sure if they are correct. But this is the POV. I will go briefly. So energy blade, we have a energy shield, right? It's very simple. The goal multiplier, resist crit, we are crit immune. This is a very cheap, right? Spark globes, no elevation, nothing. This energy shield, this is the energy shield boots with shock avoidance, so we are element immune. This is the classic amulet, the insane amulet. But this is the ring for the course. We all use the Soul Eater technology, everyone uses it, so we use it as well. I forgot to mention that, but I think everyone knows that already. Mage Blood, we have a Flask, we have a Prophet. Forbidden, Harmony of Purpose, of course, Tries. I used this one, I think I paid 40 divines for this one. It's just to capture some resistance and stuff. Probably you don't even need the resistance, but yeah, there's that. You can even use just a normal cluster large like this one. I think these are the best. It scale your choke. You had 50% choke, pretty good damage. You can get resistance with prismatic heart, some increased damage is pretty good. I need to work towards the triple multiplier cobalts. So Elephant Hubris is very important in the build. We use Caspiro. You have to find something here that gives you spell damage. You can use, there is choices: spell damage, crit multi, endurance charge when hit, power charge on crit, and frenzy on hit. I use in this build specifically, I use Discern Taste for mana efficiency because this allows me to get to 0 mana exactly with all the auras. We get spell damage here, we get mana efficiency, we get frenzy, spell damage, and spell damage. This is my auras. I will disable so you can see that I'm 0 mana here. And the skills are the same. This is a setup, the classic setup for Bladeful, Soul Eater. You can make it better if you get a better ring. You don't need all the links. A Spark of the Nova. I don't have a Weakness Spell Echo. These are the auras. I will disable that. And as you can see, the build is fairly squishy, but right. If you go to the shrine part, this shrine part is a little confusing because I believe it's not giving the full picture. I don't think this takes into account the total effect of the shrines, and I can show you that because of the resistance shrines, right? Of course, this doesn't take the 50% of the F+, I think, but even then, for example, I should have around 150% shrine, which is 2.5 multiplier, and so if we get that, so just by math, right? 30, it goes to wait. So we get 100%. We get a 2x, like 50 elemental resistance. We got from 30 overcap, we go to 139. So this is only 100% effect. It's not counting everything. I'm not really sure, but just to show you guys how much damage you get. I don't know. This is fairly new in PvP. I'm not sure of the calculation, but I can tell you they give a lot of damage, right? So let's say we get the accelerating train. We go to 300 mil DPS. We get the echoing train. This is the biggest one, 5, and if you combine them, right, you get a lot of damage. This is the most common train in this case is the let me see, impenetrable, right? This is not giving the full picture, right? 7.7 energy shield. As you saw in the map, I had 11k, so I don't know how this is getting calculated, and I believe that there is a bug with the shrines. They give you more effect if they are self-generated. So this DPS is not actually real. I think it's more, but it doesn't really matter. It's enough to the maps, right? And so yeah, your echoing try, right? You have this trying to also give damage, this give damage, whatever. But I'm not putting anything in the POV. This is just the one from the chest. They're not even fully scaled. So yeah, that was it, guys. I will leave this POV in the video. I hope this gives you some clues about the build. Trains are insanely fun. I plan to do a flicker as well with using Void Forge and using the stage from Rallying Cry that I saw on Reddit. This looks really fun. If you have any question, let me know. Yeah, guys, hope you enjoy. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.